Have you ever had one of those days, the kind where everything felt heavier than it should, and without a single word from you, your dog was just there? Not because you called them, they just appeared, pressed against your leg, or settled at your feet. Most people notice it and feel grateful, and then they assume they understand it. But what's actually happening when your dog does this is something most owners spend years living alongside without ever fully seeing. These are 6 things your dog does when you're sad, and they all mean something far deeper than most owners ever realize. And once you understand it, you will never experience that quiet presence the same way again. 1. Your dog didn't smell your fear. They smelled your grief. Think back to the last time you were upset. You didn't call your dog. You didn't make a sound. You might have been sitting completely still, and yet somehow they found you. How do they always know? Most owners figure the dog picked up on something physical, a slumped posture, a slower pace. Subtle cues they learn to read over time. That explanation feels reasonable. But here's what most owners never realize. Your dog isn't reading your posture. They are reading your chemistry. Your emotional state produces measurable biological changes in your body, and your dog detects them before you've moved a single muscle or made a single sound. Researchers at the University of Naples Federico II published in the journal Animal Cognition in 2017 found that dogs could distinguish between human emotional states by detecting differences in body odor, chemosignals produced during happiness and fear, and that exposure to those fear-related scents caused dogs to show more stress behaviors and to seek contact with their owners. Your sadness has a scent. Your dog smells your grief before you show it, before your voice broke, before your shoulders dropped. Before anyone else in the room had any idea, your dog already knew, and something in them had already decided what to do about it. This is not a trick they learned. It is a sensitivity they were built with, directed at you. Your dog's body is calibrated to yours in a way that has nothing to do with training and everything to do with what exists between you the moment before you cried, before anyone noticed. Your dog already knew. They were already moving toward you. 2, they're not leaning on you. They're covering you. Have you noticed that when you're upset, your dog doesn't just sit near you, they position themselves differently, pressed against your leg, facing outward, body angled between you and the rest of the room? Have you ever stopped to wonder why they hold that exact position? Most people read it as mutual comfort. The dog is close because closeness feels good to both of you. Sweet, simple, nothing more than that. But the positioning tells a different story. What most people never stop to consider is this. When your dog presses against your side and faces away from you, they're not seeking comfort. They are providing protection, deliberate, instinctual protection. They have registered that you are vulnerable, and they have stationed themselves between you and everything else. Researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine, Vienna, studying the safe haven effect in bonded dogs, found that when dogs perceived their owner to be under threat or in distress, they showed significantly increased body contact and shifted their physical orientation outward, a pattern consistent with protective proximity behaviors documented in wolf social groups, where bonded individuals move in close around a vulnerable pack member. Your dog is not leaning on you. They are covering you. Your dog cannot fix what made you sad. They cannot take it away or explain it. But they can make sure nothing else reaches you while you're down. And that decision is made without hesitation, without being asked, without needing any reason beyond the fact that you are theirs. The weight of them against your leg, the warmth of it, that wasn't them looking for something. That was them standing between you and everything they couldn't name. 3. This instinct is older than domestication. Why does your dog do this at all? Not every animal responds to human sadness. Cats rarely do. Most birds don't. But your dog, something in them moves toward you when you're hurting, with a quiet urgency that almost looks like need. Where does that impulse actually come from? Most people figure it's domestication. Something shaped over thousands of years of living with humans, reinforced until it became part of what dogs do. That's part of the story. But the roots go deeper. Here's what most people don't realize about where this comes from. This impulse traces back further than domestication, all the way into ancient canine social behavior itself. Researchers at the Wolf Science Center in Vienna have documented that wolves demonstrate strong pro-social behavior toward bonded pack members in distress, moving in close, maintaining contact, and staying present. These are not learned behaviors. They are expressions of deep social bonding. And your dog carries those same instincts forward. The bond your dog forms with you activates the same ancient social circuitry that wolves use with their most trusted companions. You are not just their owner. In every way that matters biologically, you are their pack. And in a pack, you do not leave the ones you love when they are hurting. This is ancient. This is older than any trick you ever taught them. Every dog that ever stayed close to someone in pain, stretching back further than you can picture. And your dog is doing it now for you, because you are theirs. If any of this is making you see your dog differently, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more dog owners who actually want to understand what their dog has been trying to tell them. 4. Your dog doesn't just feel your pain. They carry it. Have you ever noticed that when you go quiet, your dog goes quiet? When you still, they still. When your breathing slows, theirs seems to slow with it. It can feel almost uncanny, like they are tuned to a frequency only you broadcast. Have you ever wondered if that's intentional? Most people write it off as ambient response. The house is quiet, so the dog is calm. Nothing directed, just environment. But here's what most owners never consider. Your dog is not responding to the environment. They are responding to you. Emotional contagion, the involuntary mirroring of another's emotional state, is fully documented in dogs, and it runs strongest between a dog and their bonded owner. Your dog doesn't just sense your mood, they absorb it. Researchers at Linköping University in Sweden, in a study published in Scientific Reports in 2019, measured cortisol levels in 58 dog owner pairs over several months, and found that bonded dogs showed synchronized long-term stress hormone patterns with their owners, and that it was the dog's cortisol tracking the owners, not the reverse. The dog was following the owner's emotional lead, biochemically, measurably. Your feelings move through your dog, literally. When you are sad, your dog is not watching your sadness from a distance. They are carrying some of it inside themselves. They sit beside you not only to comfort you, but because your pain has already become part of what they feel. They are not adjacent to what you're going through. They are in it with you. Their breathing matched to yours. Their body heavy and still. That wasn't just quiet. They were carrying part of it with you. 5. Every minute they stay is a choice made again. Have you ever been in that moment for a long time, an hour, maybe longer, and looked down, and your dog was still there, still beside you, not restless, not nudging you toward the door, just there, steady, like they had no intention of being anywhere else. What keeps them? Most people figure dogs are naturally patient, comfortable with stillness. They're not staying for any particular reason, they're just waiting, the way dogs do. Here's what that explanation misses entirely. Your dog is not waiting. They are choosing, repeatedly, actively, across every single minute they spend beside you. Dogs are not built for sustained stillness. They are built for movement, stimulation, exploration. When your dog remains motionless beside you for an hour, they are overriding their own instincts. Every minute of that stillness is a decision made again. For you, that is not patience. That is devotion. Researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest, studying canine attachment behavior, found that securely bonded dogs voluntarily suppressed their natural exploratory drive when their owner was present and emotionally subdued, maintaining close physical contact rather than engaging with available stimulation. The suppression tracked directly with attachment strength. The stronger the bond, the more completely they set aside what they wanted, to be where you needed them. Your dog is not doing nothing. They are choosing you over everything else. The toy across the floor, the window with something moving outside, the sounds from another room. Your dog registered all of it and stayed anyway, because in that moment, you were the only thing that mattered. Not the most important thing, the only thing. 6. Why it's always you. Here's what all of it comes back to. Every time your dog found you when you were hurting. Every time they pressed close without being asked. Every hour of that quiet, steady, unmoving presence beside you on the hard days. Have you ever really stopped to ask, why you? Out of everyone in the world, why is it always you they come to? Most people land on an explanation that feels reasonable. Dogs bond to whoever takes care of them. The affection is real, but it's built on dependency, explainable, ordinary. Here's what most owners never realize, and this is the one we mentioned at the very beginning. Your dog does not stay because you are their caretaker. They stay because you are their person. There is a difference. Caretakers get compliance. Persons get this. The thing your dog does when no training explains it, when no reward is coming, when the only reason left is love. The kind that shows up on the worst days without being called. The kind that just stays. Researchers at Goldsmiths, University of London Deborah Custance and Jennifer Mayer, in 2012 found that dogs approached and made contact with people who were crying, significantly more than people who were simply talking or humming. They responded to the stranger who cried just as they responded to their own owner. They were not seeking comfort for themselves. They were offering it, responding to the emotion, not the person's identity. The distress itself moved them. Your dog doesn't do this for people. They do this for you. When your dog refuses to leave your side while you're sad, they are making the clearest statement they are capable of making. You are the one. Not the house. Not the routine. You. They cannot say it. They do not have the words. But they have that steady, unmoving, warm weight beside you when the world felt like too much. That was never nothing. That was everything they knew how to give, and they gave it to you every single time. Let me know in the comments what you will do differently from now on, so we can all treat our dogs better. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any new video.